It looks like DJI is not slowing down. The company has a reputation for moving fast. As soon as one drone launches, rumors about the next model start spreading. And now it is the turn of the DJI Neo 2. The first DJI Neo made some noise when it was revealed. It was a small light drone designed for beginners and casual users. The appeal was simple. It was easy to fly, lightweight enough to avoid strict regulations, and fun for creators. But like all first-generation products, it also had limits. Shorter battery life, a smaller sensor, and basic safety features meant that people quickly began to imagine what the next version could bring. And that is where the DJI Neo 2 comes in. It first appeared in FCC filings. If you have followed DJI before, you know what that usually means. When a product hits the FCC database, it is rarely a false alarm. It almost always signals a new release. For the Neo 2, the leaks suggest a launch sometime in late 2025. But here's the twist. Some details are redacted until 2026. That makes the exact release timing a mystery. Still, the pattern is clear. The drone exists, and sooner or later it will land in the market. Now let's dive into the interesting part. The rumored specs. The DJI Neo 2 is expected to stay under 250 grams in weight. That detail might sound boring, but it is actually critical. Why? Because in many regions, drones under 250 grams are treated differently. They often don't need heavy registration. They may avoid stricter flight rules. For hobbyists, travelers, and people who just want to take a drone out of the bag and fly, that weight limit is a blessing. The leaks suggest a weight of around 135 grams. That is even lighter than some phones. Think about it. A drone that weighs about as much as a chocolate bar, but still carries a powerful camera and smart flight systems. That is the magic of this category. Even if the final product comes in slightly heavier, the expectation is clear. DJI wants to keep this drone regulation friendly. But staying light is not the only goal. DJI is also upgrading the power source. The original Neo carried a 1,435 mAh battery. It was decent but not impressive. The Neo 2 is rumored to step up to around 1,600 mAh. On paper, the difference looks small. Just a couple hundred mAh. But in drone terms, this is meaningful. Neo used simple single-ring propeller guards. They offered some protection, but they were limited. The Neo 2 is rumored to bring a major change: full-coverage double-layered propeller shields. That means the props are not just partially guarded, they are fully enclosed. For beginners, this is peace of mind. You can bump into a wall without shattering your propeller. You can practice flying indoors without worrying about hitting furniture. Even outdoors, accidents become less scary. This design choice shows DJI is serious about making the Neo 2 more beginner-friendly. It also signals that the drone is not just for pros or hobbyists, but for families, casual creators, and people who simply want a safe, reliable toy-like drone with real camera power. But the upgrades do not stop there. Rumors suggest improvements in GPS performance. A stronger lock means less drifting, more stable hovering, and better return-to-home accuracy. There are also whispers about smarter subject tracking. Imagine selecting yourself on the app and having the drone follow you more smoothly, even in tricky environments. For solo vloggers, that feature alone could be game-changing. DJI may also bring refinements to its Quick Shots feature. These are pre-programmed flight paths that capture cinematic shots with one tap. Think orbits, drones, and rocket shots, all automated. For beginners, these quick shots make it easy to produce impressive footage without manual flying skills. If the Neo 2 makes these even smoother, it becomes a tool not just for fun but for creativity. Connectivity is another area where DJI tends to innovate. There is talk that the Neo 2 might adopt the company's newer transmission system. This could mean stronger connections, fewer dropouts, and smoother video feeds on your phone. If true, it would improve the flying experience dramatically. Nothing frustrates a pilot more than a laggy or unreliable connection. Voice control is also expected to stick around. That may sound like a gimmick, but it can be surprisingly useful. Instead of fumbling with your phone or controller, you can just shout commands. Take off. Land. Follow me. For beginners and casual users, that feature makes the drone more approachable. It reduces barriers and makes the technology feel friendlier. Storage, on the other hand, may remain the same. Around 22 gigabytes of internal memory. That is not huge, but it is enough for short flights. Most serious users will likely add external storage anyway, so keeping the same capacity is not a big issue. When you put all these rumored upgrades together, a picture emerges. The DJI Neo 2 is shaping up to be a tiny but powerful drone. A bigger battery, a sharper camera, and safer design, all wrapped into a lightweight body. It looks like DJI is aiming for the sweet spot. A drone you can toss into your bag without thinking, but also one that produces content worth sharing online. Think about the potential audience. Travelers who want lightweight gear, beginners who are nervous about safety, vloggers who need smooth 4K footage, even kids and families who want something safe to play with in the backyard. The Neo 2 tries to check all those boxes. Of course, leaks are just leaks. Nothing is confirmed until DJI makes it official. But the pattern is strong. DJI has a history of pushing updates quickly. It rarely lets a successful product sit for too long without improvement. And the Neo line is perfect for expansion. Now the big question remains. What would make you upgrade? Is it the longer flight time that excites you? The bigger sensor for better video quality? Or simply the peace of mind that comes with those full propeller shields? Each feature tells a story. The battery says freedom. The camera says creativity. The guards say safety. Put them together, and you get a drone designed not just for flying but for living. It becomes more than a gadget. It becomes a companion for your adventures. And maybe that is DJI's secret. They don't just sell drones. They sell experiences. They sell the promise that you can see the world differently from above and capture it in ways that were impossible before. So as we wait for official news, one thing feels certain. The DJI Neo 2 will not just be another drone. It will be a statement. A sign that even the smallest devices can deliver big value. A reminder that technology can be fun, safe, and creative all at once. First, comparisons. DJI already has a wide lineup. On one side, there are the professional drones. Models like the Mavic 3 and Inspire 3. These are expensive, heavy, and built for cinema production. On the other side, there are entry-level and casual drones. That's where the Neo line fits. Light, small, and easy to fly. But even within the small drone family, DJI already offers choices. Think about the DJI Mini series. The Mini 4 Pro is a tiny powerhouse. It has sensors on multiple sides for obstacle detection. It can shoot 4K at 60 frames per second with advanced HDR. It even has advanced tracking modes. The Mini is serious, but it also comes with a higher price tag. And while it's under 250 grams, it is still larger and more expensive than what a casual beginner might want. The Neo 2 fills a different role. It's smaller. It's lighter. It's designed not to intimidate. It's designed to be fun. That makes it less of a competitor to the Mini and more of a complement. If the Mini 4 Pro is for enthusiasts and semi-professionals, the Neo 2 is for casual creators, travelers, and families. It sits in the playful zone, where price and accessibility matter more than pro features. Now let's compare it to the original Neo. The first version was exciting because it was new. It was DJI trying something different. But over time its limits became clear. Shorter battery life meant shorter flights. A smaller sensor meant weaker image quality. Single-ring propeller guards meant less safety. It worked, but it was basic. The Neo 2 addresses those exact weaknesses. Longer battery life. Bigger sensor. Double-layered propeller shields. It's almost like DJI listened to feedback and then checked every box. That shows intent. It shows DJI wants the Neo line to grow, not disappear. Now let's think about who would actually use this drone. Immagine a traveler. Someone who carries a small backpack. They don't want heavy gear. They don't want to stress about airport regulations. They want something light, simple, and reliable. The Neo 2 fits perfectly. It's under 250 grams. It packs a decent camera. It has built-in safety. It's easy to fly. For that traveler, it's a dream companion. Now imagine a beginner. Someone who has never flown a drone before. The idea of spinning propellers makes them nervous. The idea of crashing makes them hesitate. For them, safety is everything. The double-layered propeller shields solve that problem. They create confidence. The beginner feels safer flying indoors. They feel safer flying near people. They feel safer letting kids try it. That emotional safety is just as important as technical safety.